Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I'm coming to you from Calvary Chapel right next door, and just to orientate you, I'm seeing some things that are unusual. I just want your opinion, that's all I want, that's all I ask. Don't shoot the messenger, again, just showing you where I'm at. I'm right here next to Island Grocer. This area was recently opened up again to the public, which is nice. People can come here and get some good groceries, some ono grinds here at Island Grocery. Next door is, of course, Calvary Chapel, where we gave $100,000 of your graciously donated dollars to help fire survivors, victims of the fire. But across the street, we have this very interesting series of buildings that burned. And we're just going to go for a quick walk. I'm going to show you 4 things that I'm finding very interesting, and I just want your opinion on if you're a fire marshal or if you're somebody that understands anything about fires. I don't pretend to. But I just find this curious and interesting. So you have obviously a concrete cinder block building here with a metal roof, metal siding, and obviously the building next door is fully intact, no structural damage, no fire damage whatsoever. And then you have this building here. You can see the scuba tanks in there. This was one of the dive shops. You can see it's completely and utterly burned from the inside out. Okay. So I'm going to show you 4 things on this quick walk. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I'm going to show you 4 things just for the record. And anybody that knows anything about fires can maybe help us understand this better from a layman's perspective. Here's the official record. It's considered unsafe. Emerald Plaza A was inspected 9/26 maybe. Unsafe, do not enter. And over here the EPA says property is hazardous and the material removal is deferred according to the EPA. And there's a URL. Contact that number, 808-539-0555. So anyway, we're just obviously going to respect the police tape lines here. Caution tapes, do not enter. We're just going to zoom in on our iPhone here and just let you take a look around here. And on the other side of this is a concrete, barrier, and then there's a huge concrete washout, kind of drainage area essentially. But isn't this just interesting? What I find the most interesting about this is the fact that there's really nothing else around here that caught fire. Once again, across the street, Calvary Chapel, Island Grocers, this is Ali'i Linen Service, everything is still good to go. And yet these buildings are completely, utterly gone. The shell is still up, but it's warped. You can see, check out, I don't know what happened to the meters. I don't know if those have been sprayed with some kind of goo, but you can see the meters are toast. But I'm just wondering what caused these things to catch fire. That's all I'm just curious about. Where did it come from? Where was the source of ignition? Again, not across the street, but building D here, Lahaina Plumbing, shout out. Westside Glass, Westside Air, Trinity, Lahaina Ice, Build Right Inc. They're good. This building, completely incinerated, gutted, as they say in England. Gutted. So now I can legally walk. I'm just surprised I can legally video, right? Hope they don't come arrest me for operating my iPhone in public. But real quick, I just want to show you a couple curious things on this little walk. I got 3 more things to show you after this, by the way. 3 more things. So we're going to go for a quick brisk walk. I'm going to get some of my 10,000 steps in today. Neither here nor there, but I just want you to see what's on the other side of this building, just so I can prove to you empirically that there's nothing else around here that could have caught it on fire. There's the propane tank. It's still good. But look at this. Whoop. Right, so we know the fire didn't come from here. This is a big concrete ditch. Now this was on fire down below. You can see this is scorched. So the fire went along here, but not a lot of fuel. So what caused these buildings, these particular buildings, to go up? I don't know the answer. Again, just curious, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I never said microwave or do or conspiracy this or that or the other. I am just pointing the camera at what happened, and I'm asking for public input, thoughts, how it's possible. How did these buildings catch fire? They're metal. I last time I checked, metal isn't like super flammable, right? Do you ever go on like a campfire and, you know, hey honey, bring some sheet metal along, we're gonna roast some marshmallows? That's just not the conversation. Okay, so I got a few more things I want to show you. By the time we end this walk, we're gonna be by that building right there. I'm gonna show you something really wild. But oh yeah, hey, before we get to that building, it's gonna take me a little while to get there, so hang in there. But I want to show you this. Again, we just saw no fire destruction over here, but yet you go in this little parking lot right here, right? Little parking lot, gravel, everything's looking good. Those cars are probably working somewhere. These have been here for a while. But then this thing, and I know it didn't get moved here because you can still see the scorch marks on the building. Okay, so how'd this thing catch fire? Scorch marks, right? It was definitely burning right here. Just a random car fire? Random truck fire? I don't know, man. I don't know, you tell me. Last time I showed this to the world, I got in so much trouble. You know, I'm a bad guy because I'm showing the world like melted stuff. Again, maybe I'm just an amateur. Maybe you're a fireman out there, a fire marshal or an arsonist specialist or some kind of government official that says, hey Eric, this is how it works. There's these large embers that just fly around and just randomly car bomb, you know? Okay, I'd probably believe you, but maybe not, you know? Okay, so this is interesting. If you guys are familiar with that, that's a new attraction on Maui. It's like one of these climbing places. The placard in front of it says, structure is completely destroyed. Okay, looks like it's intact kinda, but this little metal building next to it, which is all metal, that's burned from the inside out. Just wondering how the fire got to there. Again, the chocolate place is right there. It's in perfect shape. And this building that we're gonna end up at, just the very end of it gets torched, and I don't know how. But before we get there, I got a couple places I gotta show you, so hang in there with me. This is like your Maui fix, except it's much more depressing and sad and interesting. You can pull this one up on Google Earth, but I'm just curious again, how did this little lot here catch fire? Trilogy is right next door. It appears to be in good shape. The sticker or the placard says, you know, structure is okay, but then you got this situation next door where everything is just melted. Again, maybe there was some kind of, you know, I don't know. Why is all this on fire? Or why did it all, there's not even a structure here. But again, I don't know, just piles of ashes of stuff that was clearly made out of some kind of tin foil or metal or something. I don't know, the metal really took a hammering on this fire. If you were metal, I mean wood, you're kind of good, right? Wood, yeah, you're not too bad. You're metal, you're done. Drywall is good. This structure here has got wood on it, propane tanks next to it. It looks perfectly fine. But this stuff next door, whatever it was, gone. This, gone. So maybe someone can find an old, you know, an old Google Earth photo and see what these things are. But hang in there with me. There's more interesting things coming. 2 more things I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is Tamura's. If you remember Tamura's, it's totally unscathed. This lot next to it obviously caught a little bit of a brush fire, small kind. But what I found interesting here is there's a metal culvert here, and the metal culvert is melted. Look at the metal culvert. Look at that. That's a metal culvert, man. And melted. And just a little bit of grass, right? Why is that metal culvert charred? So there's something, in my opinion, I'm gonna maybe prove this to you in a moment, that went on underground. I'm gonna show you an area that's been repaired. So Tamura's, very good poke, fine wine and liquor, they're doing good. Everything in that building checks out. No damage whatsoever. But look at this over here. This is one of the biggest apartment buildings that burned. It was just built. You would think it'd have the most cutting edge fire retardant material. It just finished construction. It's a complete loss. I have video of it burning. There's no fire trucks on it. And there's the name of it, and there's the address. But look at this, right next to, this is the old CrossFit building before they moved to their new location. You can see the old sign right there. Shout out to all you CrossFitters. I know you got the 6-packs and you look in way better shape than I do. Right, Jason Springer? Yes, sir. Okay, look at this, look at this. How could this car, okay, the building is perfectly fine. We got a concrete parking lot, right? I mean, even the trees are still good. And yet we got this guy. I mean, this car is melted, bro. This thing got absolutely melted. I mean, there's nothing. Someone probably threw that water bottle in there, but look at this thing, man. Now talk to me, people. Somebody, not a conspiracy theorist, but somebody that understands something about fires. Tell me, in the midst of this fire, is there an ember that's big enough that could float over here, incinerate this car, melt it, and nothing else around it? I don't think it was moved here, right? I don't think it was moved here. That's just tripping me out. How'd it catch fire? What happened? I don't even see flame marks back there. I see marks here, brown, black. You can see it happened here, right? But how? And why is this building fine? And how does it catch fire surrounded by it's the same thing I've been showing you before. I just don't get any answers from anybody that make any sense, other than everyone trying to throw me under the bus. You know, come on now. I'm just out here showing you what I'm seeing. This one's a trip too. One of the biggest buildings that burned, yet next door, that building's fine. That's where the old, they're down in the ocean now. What's the name of it? The restaurant. This one also, EPA says cleanup is deferred, hazardous material removal, tiny URL, and then there's your phone number. I probably shouldn't be downwind of that thing, you know what I'm saying? All right, we got one more stop. Star Noodle. Star Noodle building's great. Just wild. That little car catches fire, but the building that's next to this huge apartment complex, totally good. I just don't get it. Okay, so here we are, coming around the bend. We have Maui Ku'ia, I think that's how you say it. Ku'ia Estate Chocolate, very good. Come down here, shout out, get to take the tour and enjoy some chocolates. Here's their schedule. Support your local business. Building is perfectly fine. Got the Mormon church over here. Looks like it just jumped off a postcard. It's perfectly fine. I think the Mormon church might actually look better after the fire. I think it does. Shout out to all you Mormons. Love you guys. Nicest people you'll ever meet on planet Earth, possibly. Okay, parking garage and the solar's all good. All right, here's the thing I wanted to show you that we're going to end the live with. This is the structure, the adventure park, Ikomo Mai, the adventure park on Maui. It says the structure is destroyed. Of course it's not, it's still standing. Destroyed. It's all metal, so thank goodness that's not melted. That really freaked me out. But the little building next to it is definitely destroyed. But not a lot of, damage around, as far as the trees and the grass. This is still relatively new. You're still seeing the scorch marks. But this is the one that really freaks me out, man. You guys got to help me with this one. Okay? Please, help me with this one. I don't get this one at all. So here's what's wild. Of course, they didn't let us in here for a few months, so we don't know everything that's transpired. But what's really wild is this repair. So this building, perfectly fine, right? Can you see it? It's perfectly good. Well, except for that little area down there. Now check this out. They tore up all this asphalt right here. And these are an underground culvert. I don't know if you can see that very well, but if you stick your fingers in the side here, you come up black with ash. And you can see a bunch of ash that's in there, right? And then this was all recently dug up. And then if you walk down to this end of the building, you can see there's a burned out boat over there. And you got this whole area here is super scorched, right? Super scorched. And on the other side of that car is a boat that's melted. There's a boat. See that? Look at that. That's a boat. I checked it out earlier. There's somebody down there now. I don't want to be up in someone's grill on live YouTube, but you can see the boat trailer. The boat's melted and that building is scorched. I went inside the building. It smells like smoke, but it's not burned. It's not burned at all. But why was this torn up? And each one of these are filled with black ash. Talk to me, fire people. So if you know somebody that's in the fire business, right? I know there's lots of you out there. I think about half of you called me in the last 60 days. And again, we're just looking for, I'm looking for a gym. I need to get in better shape. We're looking for answers. We're looking for answers that people can start to, because this stuff is eventually going to disappear, right? All this stuff is going to disappear. That building is going to disappear someday, right? That car I showed you is going to disappear. I can't believe they just didn't pull it all up already, you know? But that, how did that thing catch fire? It's metal. Okay, maybe they're, okay, hang on. Did I miss the memo? Was there a memo that went out that said, metal is actually very flammable now? I don't get it. So, anyway, if you get it, hit me in the comments. Don't let the story die. Don't let it die. You know, I was on the mainland for a bit. I talked to people. They're like Maui, like Maui Wowie. You know, it's like that's what they seem like. Except they're on Maui Wowie. They didn't even know what was going on. Like, dude, I love Maui, man. It's like, yeah, did you hear about the fire? No, dude. Yeah, this thing has just been brushed over, swept under the rug, and the only way it's going to stay alive is in your hands right now. Because I'm telling you what, it is all but forgotten as far as I'm concerned with the people of this country. So, if you're watching this for a reason, share it if you can, like, subscribe, a shadow banned channel, because all I'm trying to do is show what's going on Maui so you can help any way you can. And the experts, I know there's some experts, some righteous, good men out there that understand this and are gonna come in and say, okay, this is what's going on. Stop the press, stop everything, and let's figure it out. Or, Eric, hey, this is just all good. This is just normal. Check this out. Another one of those. Look at this. Like, what caused that, man? I don't know. It's just wild. Second one. I don't know. Maybe fire is just this mysterious thing, and all these mysterious things happen, you know? Okay, all right. You're the fire guy. I can tell you all about real estate, you know? 20 odd years of doing it, I could answer a lot of questions. If you're a fire person, tell me, how does that thing catch? And is there enough fuel to cause that level of destruction? If there is, okay, cool. Question answered, we'll move on. But if it doesn't make any sense, if you've never seen anything, if you've been fighting fires in LA for the last 20 years and you're like, Eric, I've been to 200 fire scenes in my 30-year career and that's impossible. Or, no, it happens all the time, dude. Just relax. Okay. I'll relax. But for right now, I feel it's important as we get access to these areas, we can start to check them out. And as concerned, aloha-filled citizens, don't be goofy, right? As my son says, don't be one dummy, you dummy. Don't be a dummy, right? Look around, observe, and, you know, make the right move based on what you're seeing. Of course, what we're seeing there is the beautiful West Maui Mountains and a big giant pile of rubble. But I don't know, some of these things just don't make any logical sense to me. I'm probably just a newbie, I don't understand it. But anything you can do to help would be super appreciated before the Citizens Press gets shut down again. If you have something you'd like me to go check out or see, hit me in the comments and let me know. I'm here to help, I'm here to serve any way that I can. And I just want to thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart for your support, for caring. And by the way, if you didn't watch the live earlier today, did a shout out for upcoming holidaysinlahaina.com. It's a gal that has started an event essentially so people can have Thanksgiving dinner. So if you want to sponsor that, please watch the live I put up earlier today. Give what you can or just come over and hang out at Leilani's and Hula Grill on Thanksgiving and give moral and love support. Come to Maui, visit. The island's wide open. We depend on tourism for just about everything. So if you don't come, if you tuck tail and run right now, if you're like, we'll check back with Maui in about 5 years. Well, maybe Maui won't be here in 5 years. So I suggest you come over right now and support us with your beautiful travel dollars, with your aloha infused smile. Enjoy yourself, because you kind of have Maui to yourself right now. It's pretty empty. Businesses are choking, starving, and they need you. Hey, by the way, here's another angle on that building. Check it out. It's where we just were. Now, how did that thing get super scorched? Talk to me, please. The inside is fine. This big flame came shooting up, burned a boat. Help me understand, please. Help me understand. Okay, much aloha to you guys. It is 5:09 p.m. on Maui. I gotta go get my workout in so I'm not huffing and puffing as much as I've been on. I'm kind of embarrassed. That one wheel, too much electric vehicle for me. But thank you guys. It's a privilege and an honor to share this with you and to help and to do what I can, do what you can. It's important that we all help each other out right now. And I thank you for all your support. It's been a really bumpy ride, but for everybody, I can't even begin to talk about what these people have gone through that lost everything. I will continue to share their stories. I will continue to put you in touch with their Venmo, with their GoFundMe, so you can give money directly to them. And yes, every penny of the GoFundMe was given directly into the hands of those churches and individuals. And we're giving out the rest of the Give, Send, Go right now as we speak, directly into the hands of families. So every penny will go exactly where it was promised to go. And thanks for giving me so much grief about it. Just kidding, not you guys, but those other people, those weird people. Hey, check it out, another concerned citizen. Look, we need more of you here. We've got one. We got one guy that's like, hey, brah, what's going on here, yeah? Well, imagine if there was 4,000 of you picketing right here saying, what's going on? I don't know, maybe that's overkill, maybe it's nothing to picket about, but at least you can watch it now and you can say, hey, Eric, this is something that we need to remember. And at a very minimum, right, Joe Biden, if you can send all that money to some country, I mean, couldn't you just print that money up and send it here just as easily? I mean, just like that, just like, it's just not even real money anyway, you just print it. Why wouldn't you just direct all those dollars to Maui? I mean, wouldn't you just get like some good political points for that? It wouldn't cost you anything, it's all just paper, not backed by anything. It would be so easy. So it's all just BS, you know, send the money here. The people that lost everything, they still are not getting very much cash. Trust me, if they owned a home, they got to depend on their insurance companies. We all know insurance companies are like, you know, fraudsters essentially. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm talking to the people. How much money have you gotten from your insurance company? Zero. Paperwork and delay, and oh, FEMA can't help you because you have homeowners insurance policy. So trust me, everybody here is just getting royally screwed. It's not even funny. So you need to help, you need to do what you can, figure it out the best way you can help. Obviously, every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. So please, keep tuning in. I'll keep bringing you what I can. Hopefully I won't get kicked off the air or arrested for doing a constitutional right, which is just free speech. And you can free speech too, right? You can share this video on your Facebook, on your IG, on your TikTok, on your YouTube and say, hey man, this is what I think, this is what we need to do. Keep the message going, keep the message going, keep the message going. It's free. For me to do this video for you guys, it's free. It doesn't cost me anything. Just walk around. Yeah, maybe I missed a little sunset walk on the beach, but this is way more important. So whatever you're doing, take 15 minutes out from Maui and spread the aloha. Thanks again, guys. Until next time, are they coming to get me? I hope not. Because if they're coming to get me, they're going to come get you too, man, right? They will. It's a crazy world, isn't it? Pray. That's right. In Jesus' name we pray over all this stuff. Thank you, Lord.